How we doing, everybody? Quarantine Taste Test 2020, episode 49. 49, coming at you. Happy Tuesday. I trust you had a good week. We haven't done quarantine in a while. I don't know what the last one was. Thursday, maybe. Actually, we did one, but it got blocked, and it's a throwaway episode. It's fine. But 49. We haven't done one for a while because I'll tell you why. Because I'm busy. I'm kind of busy. I'm like, whatever. Everyone's busy. But I'm not like really quarantining anymore. I mean, I'm quarantining. Like, I'm not going to like restaurants. I'm not going to like work. I'm not going anywhere without like masks, bandanas, whatever. But people have been coming over. This weekend, I'm going golfing on Saturday, 6 feet apart, of course, 6 feet apart. And Sunday, like, family's coming over for a barbecue outside. The point is, like, it's quarantining, but it's not really the same as it was, like, in March. So, public service announcement. Episode 49 is going to be the second to last episode tomorrow of season 1. Season 1. Tomorrow, we're going to do episode 50 and wrap up season 1. I got some good things planned, I think. I don't usually do a lot of planning for quarantine other than research, but I got a couple good drinks that I think, and it's like a surprise. So that might be kind of cool. Yeah, so we're just going to take a pause on Quarantine Taste Test Season 1. Season 2, I hear all these reports that spikes are coming back. You can read that anyway. But also people are being crazy. They're going to casinos and like, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Anyone that's coming over, we're not going to casinos, all that kind of stuff. So don't worry about it. But tonight, episode 49, somewhat of a special episode because we're going to take a pause here for a while. So the last 2 episodes we're doing trifectas. Trifectas being beer, cocktail, wine. Tonight we got a theme. Tonight I'm cooking. There's 2 reasons why I'm doing this theme. One is I love this wine lately. I've had this wine. It's Spanish wine. We're doing Spanish drinks. Well, kind of Spanish drinks. The beers you can't really do Spanish. Well, I can't. I mean, you can do other types of Spanish beers, but I'm not doing them. I'm loving my Spanish wine lately. So tonight we're doing it's not a paella, not quite that far. But I do got some Spanish rice going, chorizo sausage, chicken. We got some black beans mixed in there, some chopped chilies. You're like, that's like Mexican. I know, but it's pretty good. I cooked this a few weeks ago, and I didn't do chorizo sausage, and I didn't do the green chilies, but I wanted to add it and see what it's like. So we got some Spanish wine. We'll talk through it in a little bit. And we got some beers, and we got some cocktails. So let's hit it. All right. Now, this is not a Spanish wine. I mean, a Spanish drink. But to keep honor with the trifecta, we're going to go double IPA, and we're going to go Portland. You can't even read that, it's so dark. Portland Lone Pine, Chaos Emeralds. Chaos Emeralds, double IPA, 8%. We'll talk through that. We also have some tequila. Now you're thinking, well, how is that tequila is a Spanish drink? Well, it's not, but it's going to be, it's called the Spanish Harlem. And I just remembered while I was talking, I forgot one ingredient, and it's one shot everyone knows rules. So you're going to have to excuse me while I go to the bar. I'll talk to you guys if you can hear me. That was a quick trip. I forgot the bitters. See, this is also the reason I gotta take a pause. It's like I'm not organized anymore, throwing some stuff together, so whatever. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. And then we've got a 2017 Wangel Jumela. Jumela is a region in Spain, and it's a monestrella wine. Great. We'll talk about that for a little bit. So, without further ado, episode 49, sound of success right there. Let's get cracking. Lone Pine, Portland, Maine. I don't really know how long ago Lone Pine opened up. Never been to Lone Pine. But I've had a couple of their beers, and they're pretty good. This is going to be, I believe, Galaxy, and it's not Vic Secret. Can't remember the other hop. But it's supposed to be really fruity. It's supposed to be really juicy. They make some pretty good beers. If you look at this, we're just going to go one by one. We are going to go beer first because this, we're going to have our beer. If you remember Trifecta, beer, settle down. I just cooked the kids a frozen pizza. That's what they wanted. We're going to do Taco Tuesday. We didn't do it for the kids. But I cooked them a frozen pizza. Carrie's got a school board meeting. They're watching, actually, I'll tell you the story in a minute. They're watching TV. I'll tell you the TV story in a minute, or they are. And I'm doing Quarantine Taste Test, episode 49. Okay, that's, that is pretty fruity. That's pretty, it smells really good. Lone Pine, I like their stuff, but I'm not enthusiastic about it, but this one smells pretty good. All right, we're gonna go straight into this. One sip, everyone knows the rules. Yeah, that's a pretty solid beer. The smell is much more aroma than the taste. Meaning the aroma is much more powerful than the taste. It actually smells better than it tastes. It's not overly hoppy. It's much more juicy. It's very mellow. For an 8%, I will tell you it's very mellow. That's good. All right, we'll give it scores in a minute. All right, here's the deal. The drinks that I really was looking forward to. I mean, I had to do a beer trifecta. And I'm not going to go down the treehouse. Let's get the water out of this. Yep. Okay. Spanish Harlem. Here's the thing about Spanish Harlem. It's basically a Manhattan. Okay? Basically a Manhattan. But what we're doing it with is Añejo tequila. If you remember from a few episodes ago when we did, I'm on freaking 50. So I had like over 100 drinks on Quarantine Taste Test. We're gonna go 3 ounces of Añejo tequila. So put that in there. Añejo is gonna be smokier. It's gonna be actually more like a bourbon, not as much as mezcal, but it would be more than like a Raspado tequila. So we got 3 ounces of that, and we got an ounce of. Can you hear that? That's Orange Guy. Orange Guy the cat. It's kind of like Garfield. If he meows one more time, I'll pick him up and show you. You can see the back of him right there. There he goes. So 3 ounces Añejo, 1 ounce. 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. And then we're going bitters, just like a Manhattan, just like you would for a Manhattan. But this is the difference. We're doing straight up. This is called Spanish Harlem. It should be smokier than a typical Manhattan. It's definitely gonna have a tequila kick to it. I have, if you remember, how I like my martinis. This has been soaking in ice water for a little bit, so we'll dump that out. Orange Guy will get pissed. See, it's got some fog to it. Can't really see the fire. We've got Miss Liliana coming over for something. She's got a Powerade. Oh, do you want to say hello?
Okay.
Yeah, you need this opened. See, quarantine. There you go, honey. You go. You watching YouTube? Kinda. So, this is also another reason why I got to stop Quarantine Taste Test is Gary's busy with work. I can't. Well, I can. It's fine. We can do it, but kids are being good, but you know, they have needs like opening up a Powerade. Pause this out. So here's the deal. The kids were watching YouTube channel, and they're watching like all these ones that have like so many views on it. I was like, hey guys, like I was cooking a pizza, and I was like, hey guys, you should like look up quarantine taste tests, like, and we'll watch a couple of the ones, like the root beer one that you're on, like you guys are famous. And they were less impressed that we didn't have like 9 million views. And I don't think the view things is right anyway, to be honest with you, because like I know I have more views. Not that that's what I'm going for, but like I don't know how they do that algorithm. Because like I've had people comment on stuff in text, and like I had more text messages from them with the views. So I was trying to explain that to them, but they were not buying what I was selling. Okay, Spanish Harlem. So this looks exactly like a Manhattan. Let's get the cherry. I think that was my last cherry. So that's also a sign that I should stop quarantine taste tests since I'm not quarantining. It looks exactly like a Manhattan. I mean, if you look at this right now, you're like, oh, I'm having a Manhattan. You're not. You're having a Spanish Harlem. That is that's a stiff drink. Holy moly. Okay, let's sip. Everyone knows the rules. Holy crap. That is incredibly smooth. That does not smell or taste like it smells. Much more powerful. It's the opposite of Chaos Emeralds. Holy moly. It is strong. It is a Manhattan, basically, straight up. I do think Manhattans straight up are a little bit more deadly, meaning that like you're not gonna have like 3 of those versus like a on the rocks Manhattan. I don't know why. It's the same ingredients. I just feel like it does. That is excellent. There's no. If you like Manhattan and you relatively like tequila, you will like that drink. Spanish Harlem. Look it up. It's pretty good. 3 ounces añejo. It's got to be añejo. You can't just mix in any tequila. Añejo tequila, 1 ounce sweet vermouth, and a dark cherry, and straight up. Good. That's a pretty good cocktail for episode 49. On episode 50, by the way, a couple of things for you. I am gonna have a theme. I'm gonna try to pull it off with beer. It's gonna be tough. But we'll work it out. But I do have a theme, and I've got a cocktail that I've had at bars before. I've had it at a couple bars, or how they actually serve it. And I've never tried it at home. I bought the ingredients today. The ingredients mean like there's like natural ingredients you have to buy. It has to do with fire, and we're gonna give it a go. One shot, everyone knows the rules. We're gonna give it a go and try it on QTT as the last. It's the last drink I'll make for season 1. Okay, monestrella, monestrella grape. Very light, and this is kind of disappointing because this is supposed to be a dark. I've never had this wine. This is about 90% of it monestrella grape. It is from France, but it's very popular in France, but it's more popular in Spain. It originated in Spain. I would say like 85-90% of it, maybe not 90, but 80 to 85% of it is produced in Spain. Gemela vineyard, very popular for this grape. Very nice region in Spain. But what this is, it's going to be dark. It's going to be licorice. It's going to be leathery. It's going to be oaky. It's aged at least, I believe, at least 12 months in a oak barrel, French oak barrels, which there is a difference. We should probably talk about that in season 2. But it's like the plant. This is what I thought was interesting. The plant. It's one of the oldest grapes. Now, not the actual grape, but the plant that it comes from is one of the oldest plants in the world that it's still thriving. It's 500 BC. So this is like almost like a biblical wine, to be honest with you. So the Phoenicians actually brought it over to Spain. So and then they cultivated it and evolved over time as a grape. So look me up. I could be wrong. I don't think so. That's what I remember the story being about. I've been wanting to try this for a while. This is 2017. Other thing about monestrella, incredibly low yields. I mean, like, it's not going to be like, you can't just go to a winery and like the 90% of the winery is going to be monestrella. I mean, you could, but you probably wouldn't survive off of it because a low amount of yield for the amount of grapes that it takes to produce. So that's also interesting. This is 15%, so it's pretty high on that. New Hampshire Liquor, this is 2017, by the way. Silver label, Wongill, Umela, Monastery. This was, I believe, 14 bucks on sale from 18 at the New Hampshire Liquor Store. This should have an incredible amount of tannins. This is why I've been wanting to try this. Tons of tannins. Probably could have been decanted, but we're not doing it. So if you don't love red wine and you don't like a cab, probably not going to like this. But I do, so I'm going to give it a go. Should be like a purple dark red on this. Oh yeah, holy crap. It's actually not as dark as I thought it would be. I mean, it's dark, if you can see this. I know, like, when I show you on the camera, it doesn't really matter anything. It's not going to be that sweet. It's sticking, but not as much. But the tannins, holy. The other thing that it said in my research is that it should be a long taste. Like, you can't get this out of your mouth. One sip, everyone knows rules. Oh yeah, it's very smoky. That's smoky. With some spice. Not like the first sip was incredibly smoky. Actually, I would say, I didn't plan this, but the Spanish Harlem and this wine goes incredibly well with each other. And then you get some smoked chorizo. Yeah, we're game. Oh man, that's good. That's good. Okay. One more sip for each drink. That's where I'm at to taste test. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell a few stories about quarantine taste test behind the scenes. One of them is how quarantine taste test started, which not a lot of people know. Like why it started, how it started. Okay. Chaos Emerald, double IPA, Lone Pine, 8.0. Portland, Maine. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 7, 8. It's not an 8 beer. It's not an 8 beer, but it's a good beer. Another thing I noticed about now that everyone's not really not quarantining, I'd actually still consider ourselves quarantining. I'm not working. By the way, I don't think I'm going back to work like this calendar year. That's what they're telling me. Which is freaking nuts. So that's a whole other thing. But what I've been noticing is incredible amount of traffic now. I don't know why people are taking from 202 up 126. It's never been this busy. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But anyway, Spanish Harlem. One sip, everyone knows the rules. Oh, this is good. I think this might even be better on the rocks. One sip, everyone knows the rules. Good God. Okay. Got motorcycles rolling by. What's the deal with this? I'm going 8.5 on the Spanish Harlem. That is a great cocktail if you like this type of cocktail. I mean, this is a one and done cocktail, but that is a great cocktail. Okay, last one, second to last wine. Monastrella. Oh man. One sip, everyone knows the rules. I was trying to see what I gave all these wines and drinks, but like I stopped the Excel spreadsheet. This is good. I'm gonna go 9 flat. I don't know what that beats. I'm just speaking from the heart. 9 flat. That is a great wine. It might be my love for Spanish wines right now, but I gotta tell you, this you cannot beat this wine. I'm sure you can, because it's all subjective, but this is great. I will tell you, Spanish wines seem to be very like very economical. I drank a few Spanish wines like probably like 10-15 years ago. Certain people introduced me to it, and I was drinking like a lot of it at the time, but that was like I wasn't buying the bottles, like they were buying them. I've been finding myself in the Spanish aisle at the New Hampshire liquor store, and the wines are incredibly economical. Like they're like 12, 13, 14, 15, 9, $8. $8 for a great bottle of wine. I had one on Sunday, $8. Great wine, Spanish wine. I had some lamb meatballs. So here's the deal. So like Sunday, people over, impromptu, like people were just coming over, lamb meatballs with tomatoes, $9 bottle of wine, well, multiple wines. People didn't leave till 10 o'clock. Like, this is why. It's the quarantine's done. The quarantine is not done, but like, lockdown mode's done. So we're gonna stop that. I'm gonna leave you tonight. I got a good one for tomorrow. I've already planned it because I love the song and whatnot. I'm gonna leave you tonight though with it is the whole reason why it's the whole reason why, well, I just ruined it, but I'm gonna leave you tonight. It's the whole reason why quarantine quarantine taste test was actually built, to be honest with you, for me, is because I was listening. I know this one's going long, but it's okay because it's like one of the final two. I heard El Prez talking about the racial tensions and the well, it's not even racial tensions, it's racial issues that we have, and he was responding to it, and he was like, you know, like Barstool, like it's absolutely wrong, and like it's ridiculous. It's like it's wrong. It's like it's deplorable. But he was saying that like their stance on a lot of stuff is like we gotta add some sort of humor and like take people out of it, and like that's their angle, right? Hopefully they're not trying to play a political thing, and I'm not either. That's my point. On COVID, like there's a lot of complexities of all these issues, like every issue, economics, social, whatever. This song, why I'm playing you this song is because while we're not doing quarantining taste tests, I hope that like, or while we did, I hope it like just made you laugh and it was stupid. That was the whole thing. It was not to get the views, like my kids thought it was. It's not the point at all. The point was to have an outlet to like talk to my friends, and also to expand my palate on drinks, and hopefully expand your palate on drinks too. So that's really what it was all about. It was about having fun, because that's what I'm about. I can be serious, but I'm about life's too short to be pissed off all the time. So anyway, you guys have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll talk soon.